Hi there, welcome to episode 6 of Beesler's Buzz. Let's just get right into it. Starting off with this past Saturday was Independent Bookstore Day, where bookstores across the small independent bookstores across the country celebrated their existence with special events and whatnot. And according to bookshop.org, not only was the event a huge success for them, but they also, since their inception in 2020, have been able to raise more than $47 million for an independent bookstore. So that's worth celebrating. Yay. Good job. Keep it up. So there's that. And then the other news that I have is that a legendary comic book writer, Gary Conway or Jerry Conway, I think it's Gary Conway, um, passed away at the age of 72. He was known for writing books in the DC universe and that sort of thing. And yeah, and people were going to social media to celebrate his life and that sort of thing. So that is tragic, but that's pretty much what I have on that. I may have read a title or two of his. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, so rest in peace, that sort of thing. And so moving on to this week, I want to talk a little bit first about the book I just got done reading, which is this one right here. It is by Nick Watts. It is a splatterpunk, it is horror, it is graphic. So, but I gave it 5 stars because the author knew how to command the words on from the very start. It's like only 88 pages long, and he had me from the like first sentence. So it is not for the faint of heart, mind you. So if you're looking for something a little bit more cozy, this would not be the title for you. But the imagery was completely vivid. The the emotion behind it, you could feel the author's, you know, narrative rage, his voice, almost without even trying. And it's tied into a little bit of current events going on a little bit, but it was still a remarkable book. There was only one thing that actually pulled me away from the reading of Fetus for the most part, and it only had to do with the technicality and the craft, which would be a little bit of head hopping from point of view earlier on, but I'm glad I was able to move past that because this was a phenomenal 5 star read for me. So again, that was Fetus by Nick Watts. Check it out if you're into horror, the splatterpunk kind of horror. You will not be disappointed. So, and I'm just moving on from that. I'm just glad that I'm actually able to sit down here today and talk because my voice has been kind of on the rails for the past couple days. Just been, I didn't actually know if I was going to be able to record a video this week, which was just to give you some example of or insight into what I've been dealing with, and just a little bit of strain on my throat. But I'm glad I'm able to do the video because I actually get into around to enjoying doing the sorts of things with these sound bites and helping to build my community and share my perspective with you and share the things I've been reading and the news that's come across my way, things that you might not have necessarily heard about, but things that I've noticed, and I like to do so. I want to try and keep on building this community because I'm enjoying it. I really am, and I think that's some of the stuff I've noticed with regards to algorithms lately has actually been less problematic. I've been able to, um, you know, get people seeing more of my content the more I've just been doing what I'm doing as far as, posting content, that sort of thing. I I don't get it right every single time, but I keep at it, which is an important skill to have if you're an indie author or whatever you're doing. If you for anything, go at it with 100% passion, vigor, resilience, persistence, that sort of thing. And there'll always be valleys as well as mountain peak in your writing journey or whatever journey you're on. That's so important uh, aspect to consider. But as long as you're doing it for the things you love, you will attract the sort of community you want to have around you. And community is very important, especially in this age where we got all sorts of stuff, intentional or not, keeps us divided. So coming together, building up on our friendships, connecting, in organic ways. It's the machines are here to stay. Of course, I've mentioned that before in a previous episode, but as long as we're looking out for one another, I'm trying to steer clear of certain phrasing here because it's easy for me to get sucked into like an earworm. Like I'm almost wanting to sing the theme from Growing Pains right now for you, but I'm not gonna do that because you can hear my voice still has a little bit of a strain. Anyhow, I digress. But that's pretty much what I have for this week. I am still working on reading Terrified by Ryan Hyatt, and I will have a review for that when I get done. I've read three short stories in there, so I'm still working on that. I am still working on revising uh, book 21, my Blobwoods versus the Interstellar Dad, the final installment in the Blobwood War saga. I'm still doing the final edits on that, and I'm 9 chapters into that now. And I still gotta try and save up from cover art. I'm thinking about trying another Kickstarter here, and I've got two other titles that I need to work on revising. And believe it or not, I'm actually starting another rough draft yesterday, and I've already gotten 1,266 words in there. So, yeah, I'm in this for life. Sink or swim, regardless. I'm an author. This is what I'm meant to do with my life. So, anyhow, thanks again for all your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Eh, Thank you for being a part of my community, for subscribing to Substack, and I will have more content for you. I want to try and, you know, work on also maybe posting like another short story here on Substack. We'll see how that goes with time and energy permitting, that sort of thing. So, anyhow, take care. I will see you again next week for episode 7 of Beesler's Book Buzz. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.